What's going on? I'm still wearing this little tired bun. That's because I haven't thought of anything else to do just yet. But in the meantime, that's okay. While I'm getting my shit together, we are here today so you guys can get your shit together. Thank you guys for tuning in. Before we even get started, I want you to subscribe. Click subscribe. That's all you gotta do is click subscribe so you don't miss any of this goodness. I got a whole lot of goodness going on. I always speak from experience. I never talk about things that's beyond me. I talk about things that I can control, things that I understand, things that I've gone through. So always remember that. My name's Alicia Lester. I am your niche coach, and today on Get Your Shit Together, we are going to talk about cheating. I know a lot of people have different, they have a different outlook when it comes to cheating, when it comes to there's all types of different scenarios. There's all type of different cheating. Honey, for me, anything that's entertainment to the opposite sex, hell, it could be the same sex. Anything that's entertainment to someone else other than me, child, you cheated. That's just me. Everybody's different. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is the fact that everyone is different. And to not make people feel down or to not look down on people because of whatever reason they've chose and why they've chosen that. So tune in, get your coffee. I have mine's ready. So what I do is you'll always see me with a different coffee mug. A lot of times when we travel out of town, some people collect shot glasses. I collect coffee mugs. I drink a lot of coffee. We drink a lot of tea. Honey, my husband is African, so they love tea. So I always make sure I have me a good mug from wherever. If anybody wants to send me a mug, gift me a mug or whatever, if you got some good mugs you want me to buy, hit me up. Send me a message, DM me, and we can make that happen. Also, t-shirts. I love t-shirts. I'm a t-shirt person. Today, I thought it was gonna be a cozy conversation, so I got on my oversized sweatshirt. Besides, honey, it's a little crisp outside here in Arizona. But anyway, let's get into this cheating. Give me a moment. Okay. So the cheating, honey, nobody really wants to discuss the cheating, but it's a real thing and it's happening every day, all the time. And sometimes it happens and you don't even know you're cheating. Sometimes you can entertain someone and it is harmless to you, but very pleasing to the other person's ears and eyes. So you got to be aware. Most men, for some reason, are not aware. But I've known some women, myself, I wasn't aware that someone was cheating. No, that someone was trying to entertain me. And I was kind of like, okay. And I had no idea. It's just kind of like, went over my head. That person said it to me years later. I didn't catch it, whatever. Life went on. So the biggest thing, Alicia, would you stay if your spouse cheated? Now, I'm married now. I've been married now for the last 5 years. So I'm going to speak from single experience and I'm going to speak from married experience. Single me, hell yeah, I'd leave. Married me, hell yeah, I'd leave. But let me talk about single me, who kind of allowed it to happen a few times and gave a couple passes, okay, to these things that were happening. So single me, I'm like, it happened, and of course the person was so sorry and very apologetic and all that stuff. And so I started questioning myself as a person. Did I warrant this behavior? Is it because of me? Is it all of that kind of stuff? It better not happen again. If I catch another girl in your phone, it's going to be a problem. All those things. I caught it once. Then I caught it again. And then it was time for me to go. I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But when your reasoning behind cheating didn't have anything to do with me, that's when it's time to take myself out of the equation. Because one thing about me, I've never asked to be inside of a threesome. So you can't just put me in one. You can't do it. I've never asked to be in one. And you can't, that's just it. Don't throw me in something I didn't ask to be in. So But did single me stay in some situations that I probably should have left a long time ago? Absolutely. Absolutely, because you're learning and you're growing and you're maturing and you're trying to mature and all that kind of stuff. And you hope that your mate is on the same page and doing the same exact thing. Well, child, nothing could be further from the truth in my situation. Every time I said you better not do it again or that bet not happen again, that person or those people just found a different way. They just found a different way. But one thing about me, I was a stylist for 20 years, honey. And through my life as being a stylist, you become a borderline detective also. Child, all I have to do is put your name out into the atmosphere. And the atmosphere is the salon. Child, they will get to doing their research. By the time it's all said and done, I know which Mike's mama, Mike's family. Child, I can get Mike's social security number if I talk to the right client. You know, so these are things that I was able to gain knowledge of, and I never threw anybody under the bus. I never threw anybody under the bus. If I ever got information from you, that information stayed between me and you, because that means that you are a good source, and I may need you again in the future. So women, you gotta stop telling who your sources are. Stop. You so mad you went and told everybody's name. You don't need to worry about nobody else's name. If he say who told you, that's not the point. The point is, who is she? Who are you fooling with? Not who told me. You just trying to throw up a smoke screen to try to get my mind off of what the actual situation is. So stop falling for that shit, ladies. You guys always fall for that, and you always tell who your sources are. Stop it. You may need her again. He may go on about his business or go with that woman, and now you've lost a friend and a valuable source. Don't do that. Never kill the messenger at all. I don't care who it is. Never kill the messenger. You know, and when I think back on those situations and things like that, there were some red flags. One, honey, he completely threw me all the way off guard. I'll never forget him. Tell y'all this quick story. He told me that he worked a job on Sundays, a part-time job. And I said, okay, you know, no problem. This is when I met him. And he left the house every single Sunday. We didn't live together. You can't shit, shower, and shave at my home and not help pay bills. You can't do that. But you can you could bring your spend a night bag maybe once, maybe twice. But anything other than twice a week, you live here, brother. So he made sure, honey, he didn't do that. So he said he worked every Sunday. And every Sunday he would leave my home to go to work. He left the home every single day at 8 a.m. and he was back every evening by about 4:30 p.m. I heard the garage door opening and shutting each time. One good time, honey, he said that he worked on Sunday and his daughter had gotten sick. Daughter by another woman had gotten sick. It took, that's how I know it was nobody but God. It took everything in her, I know for sure, to call my house phone and ask for him. I let her know that he was not there. She let me know that if I'd heard from him, to please let him know that their child was sick and needed to be picked up. I said, no problem. Now, I'd never had a reason to call the part-time job or to call him during those work hours because I respect people's jobs. And so I called his phone, no answer, just like she said she done. And then I text him, no response, like she said she done. I said, let me call the job. I called out to the job, y'all. It was so damn funny. I called out to this job and I asked for him. I said, is so-and-so at work? Is so-and-so there? And can I speak with him? And they came back and they said, so-and-so is not here today. And I said, did he just leave? And the lady said, no, I don't think his department is open on Sundays. And I said, oh, no, that can't be it because he works every Sunday. And so she said, give me one moment. And so the woman must have went back to go check the information, the records or whatever. And she came back and she said, no, so-and-so is not scheduled on Sundays. His department is closed every Sunday. I said, well, since when? She said, since forever. So then she probably called on and she said, who am I speaking with? And I said, I'm sorry, I'm his sister. And I was calling him because my niece is sick and she needs to be picked up. And I was calling to make him aware. And so she said, oh, I'm so sorry, but he's not in. I said, okay. You want to know how long he had been leaving my house every single Sunday at 8 a.m. to come back at 4:30 p.m.? For 3 years. You hear me? Baby, 3 long years. 3 long for no reason ass years that this man get up, go out, and come back. If I asked him to pick up dinner, he would. If I asked him to stop at the store, he would. Never an issue, never a problem. And I had no reason to think otherwise. But when I tell you where there's a will, there's a way, honey, I mean a will and a way. So when I started doing my research and all that and trying to put two and two together, come to find out he had been going every single Sunday to his other daughter's mother's home. Right? Okay. All right. Keep following me. And so he's going to her home every single Sunday and they're hanging out and he's there. There's the whole family going on and all of that. And so I found myself on my way over to her home. I obtained the address, the phone number, the everything, the location, honey. And I went there, but I told myself, I said, Lord, if I go here, he can't come back. That's it. If I go here, he cannot come back. So you're not going here to bring him back. You're going here to tell him it's over. I said, okay. I got over there. He came outside and when I talked to her, I looked her dead in her face and I said, does he come here for you or the daughter? If it's from you, shake your head once. If it's for the daughter, shake your head no. And I said, thank you. Thank you. And did you know about me? And of course she said yes. She said, anytime y'all get into it, he comes here. I said, okay, well, honey, first of all, you the fool. And second of all, you can have him. You can have him. Because what I will not do is stand in the way of a relationship of him and his daughter. And I will not play second best to absolutely anybody. So you can have all of this right here. And she was like, no, don't say no now. You definitely want them because you love them. And that's fine. I'm happy that you love them. I'm glad somebody does because mine is fading on away. So anyway, I go on about my business. He's saying he's sorry and all those things and this, that, and the other, but I'm gone. That was it. That's when I knew that you can't put anything past absolutely anybody. You can hope that they would treat you right and do what's needed to maintain the relationship, but you cannot think for anybody. I said, okay. But let me tell you what the red flag should have been. The fact that the brother used to charge his phone in his car because he said it charged faster and better. He would charge it overnight, honey, overnight. One time, child, I did the army crawl. And I grabbed that phone. I ran outside into that car. I locked his car door, locked me in the car with the phone. No, the phone was outside. I grabbed his keys, ran outside and locked myself in his car. Child, he almost tore his whole car up. But I got a chance to see. When I tell you I sat in that car and I heard my own feelings. I heard my own feelings line by line by line by line by line. That should have been that was my first smoke signal. I should have left then, but I did not. But it wasn't until I was presented with the next piece of evidence that I had to go. Okay? So that was boyfriend, girlfriend me. Fast forward many years later, over 15, probably 20 years later. Now I'm with my husband. Would I leave if my husband cheated? I'm here to say yes. I am here to absolutely say yes, but not for the reasons that you might think I would leave. I'm not leaving because of the cheat itself. Isn't that crazy? I would simply leave because of the way I would then treat him because of the cheat. So I'm not leaving because of the cheat itself. I'm leaving because now my respect for you that was once here is down here. I no longer know how to connect with you up here because now you ain't shit to me. And I can't fully say that I forgive you if I'm going to continue to bring it up. Because what's going to happen is your ass going to take too long taking that trash out and I'm going to feel like you over her house. Or I'm going to call your phone and you're not going to answer. I'm going to feel like you calling her. So instead of making you live through this, instead of blocking my blessing of going to heaven because I'm treating you like shit, I have to go. And it doesn't mean that I don't love you. And it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate our life together and this history and all of those things. It simply means that you broke the trust. And because I don't know how to properly forgive you and to properly build that trust back, I have to go. That's it. So it's not because of the cheat. It's because I no longer respect you due to that. So everybody is different. Everybody's absolutely different. Now, if I knew how to build it back and to help myself understand why it happened to begin with, and don't get me wrong, as women especially, You do have to check yourself. You have to check yourself. Am I sleeping with my husband the way that I should, my boyfriend, whatever, the way that I should? Is our love life exciting? Are we understanding each other and each other's love languages? Are we understanding what it takes to continue to take our relationship to the next level? Am I keeping my home clean? The things that he may ask for, the things that he may want. My husband want to be screwed. My husband want to be fed. And my husband want to have fun. And he wants to laugh and smile and all those things. Am I still doing those things for him that he once asked for from the beginning? And vice versa. If you can honestly and truly say, nope, I've dropped the ball. I have not been keeping the home clean. I have not been laying with him. I have not been loving on him. I have not been appreciative of the things that he does for our family, for our life. I don't give a shit about his love language anymore. Then you may have to step back and rethink some things. But for me, I'm not perfect, but I make sure that I am aware of how my husband wants to be treated, how he wants to be loved, how he wants our home to be. If he can afford me the opportunity to not have to work as hard or as much or whatever, then there's some things on my end that I need to be taken care of as his wife. That's just me. Everybody's different. Don't forget that. Everybody is different. But for me, there's just some things that I need to do as a woman. As a woman, I want a clean home. My home stays clean constantly because I'm constantly cleaning. I have a messy husband and I got some children that just don't give a damn about your furniture. So I have to make sure if this is the kind of home that I want to have for myself, I have to make sure that these things are in place. Hygiene, as far as dinner, I don't cook a whole lot, but I make sure my husband eats daily. See what I'm saying? I make sure it's something in this home at all times that he can eat all the time. My husband, he's not no little guy, so he don't eat just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He eats. So I have to make sure that there is something in his home at all times for him to eat, drink, whatever it is that he wants to do. He work hard out there. I work hard in here. That's just it. That's just what we do. But as far as the cheating is concerned, there's two deal breakers. You can't beat me up and you can't cheat on me. With those things, I have to go. Now, mind you, anyone from my past that ever cheated, we didn't stop being friends. We didn't stop being cool or anything like that. I don't hate you that much. I can't give you that much satisfaction out of my life to hate you that much. I just don't. What I did for me was leave the situation. And leaving the situation is what brought the peace for me. It didn't make me feel like all men cheat. It didn't make me feel like all men were dogs. It didn't make me feel like any of those things. I have a past just like they may have a past. It just made me aware of how you can think one thing, but it could really be something else on the other end. It made me so aware of that. But I never once blamed the next man for for that other person's shortcomings. I didn't. And there were some things about me I had to check also. I had to check. Don't mean we're going to be together, brother. But I thank you for bringing certain things to my attention. I truly, truly appreciate that. So while my forever is not with you, you've just helped me for the next relationship and for the next situation. And that's the part of life that I love so much, is that we continue to grow and we continue to learn, and you can continue to love. I'm not gonna harden my heart because this person cheated on me. I'm not doing that. You just simply find someone that appreciates you. And another thing, I never went looking in the same kennel for the same dog. I never, ever did that. Honey, I need a whole new dog with a whole new agenda, a whole new everything. I never went looking in the same dark alley and expecting different results. I didn't do that. I absolutely did not do that. The type of man that I've always wanted in my life was someone that my son could look up to. Always. I had one that sold dope. I did. We was kids when we met, and I had no idea the boy was going to sell dope. He did. He was very successful, very good at it. But I knew while going through that wasn't the life for me. Once I'd given birth to my son, who was not his father, we messed around after I had my son, broke up with his father, all of that. Once I realized the direction in which his life was going, Honey, I knew I had to get off right then and there. When that judge said, I said, oh, we can't do this. We can't be together no more. We cannot do this at all because I can't be on your visiting list. I can't come see you. I can't take from my home and bring, and he never asked for anything. He didn't ask for absolutely anything. But as a girlfriend, I couldn't take that time. I was taken off of work and things like that. I can't do that. Brother, you in here, you got a place to sleep. Hell, I don't. So I can't take from me to give to you. And so we let that thing go. But I knew after that I didn't want that kind of life. So I didn't seek those kinds of guys. I didn't. I sought good guys. And I've always had a guy that had a career, that had a job, or that had his own everything. I've always sought that kind of person because you can't live up in here off of me and mines. You can't mooch off of me and mines. You can't. I didn't want the guy I had to stand in line and buy Jordans for, him and my son. I didn't want that guy. We're not gonna do that. Nope, not gonna do that. You have child support, so you can't be buying Jordans and shit. Can't do that, But I chose a certain type of person. I did. I had a type, and there's nothing wrong with having a type. Men and women should have a type. You will have less shit, less drama going on if you stick with your type. Not to say that things won't happen, but the chances on it happening all the time, it's pretty slim. I'll say that. It's pretty slim. For me. May not be that way for you, but that's what it is for me. But I sought a certain type of person, a certain type of individual. That is just what I wanted. I wanted someone that was going to respect family. I wanted someone that respect his mom, his grandmother, or his aunt, whoever raised him. I need you to be able to respect women. If you talk about your kid's mom and like a dog and all that kind of stuff, and you call your mom out of her name and your grandmother, you disrespect her, I know for sure you'll never truly love me. Because you don't owe me anything. But if you can hurt the women that are in your life, or you can hurt the women that was able to bear your children and all that kind of stuff, no matter how horrible and raggedy she may be, honey, it's not my business that she's horrible and raggedy. Let me see horrible and raggedy for myself with her. It's not my business. It's not my place. So I always wanted someone that did not do those things. That's what I wanted. I wanted someone that didn't do those things. So like I said, and not to say that those guys are perfect guys or anything like that. Everyone has their thing. Everyone has their own shit. There's a lot of people that need to get their shit together. I just wanted to lessen the blows of shit that was coming my way. That's what I wanted to do. That's why I chose a certain type. But I'm happy that I stuck with that type, because I ultimately married that type. The type of guy that I wanted, the type of man that my son could look up to, my son could learn from, my son could appreciate. My children after that would be able to do those things also. I could be that positive female role model in his children's lives. That's what I wanted. I wanted someone that had kids. I wanted someone that had a career. I wanted someone that had things beforehand. That's what I wanted. And that way, we are just helpmates to one another. And now we help each other get to the top. But if I got to help you, and then you got to try to come over here and try to help me, that's just too much when we can be trying to build and stack this thing together. So there are people that are going through things in relationships. There are people that they're hurting. They're trying to figure out why. They're trying to understand where everything went wrong. If you look at my video before, I talk about marriage maintenance. Go take a look at that when you get a chance. Marriage maintenance. Even premarital maintenance. You have to do these things. You have to make sure that you are taking the necessary steps to be able to build your relationship and make it a great one. It won't be perfect, but it'll be a great one for you and a great one for him. Women, I want you to know, if you are absolutely unhappy in your relationship, child, 9 times out of 10, he is too. Men, if you are absolutely unhappy in your relationship, 10 out of 10, she is too. Everybody's just holding on for whatever reason. It could be the kids, finances. It could be you only got one car. It could be I don't want to go back to my mama's house to live. I don't want to start over again. So many different things. Newsflash. A woman will stay with a man that has absolutely horrible sex because stability. security, the kids, things like that. Really, the one that tore her back out was the one that's probably in the pen right now, that she knows she shouldn't be with or she couldn't be with. Women, you crazy in your damn head if you think he can't find somebody to do him better than you. You are not the best sex he's ever had in his life. You are the best right now at this moment. Don't ever think so highly of yourself like somebody can come over and knock you off your throne, because they absolutely can. Child, if you unhappy, he is unhappy too. He just ain't said nothing about it. He just ain't said nothing. Don't always think that you are not the problem. You can be the problem. We can be the problem. They could be the problem. But you have to find and get down to the core of the problem. Because if you keep walking over it like it's not there, if you keep talking over it like it doesn't exist, it will consume so much of you that one little thing will make you pop. And now you're saying things and you're doing things you wouldn't normally do. You're hurting feelings. You're being spiteful. You're just acting ugly all the way around. So grab that thing by the horns before it could even get out of hand like that. Do the work. Do the work. Seek maintenance for your friendship, for your relationship, for your lives. You have to do that. Because once the cheating happens, once the cheat starts, child, ain't nothing you can do about it. It's done. It is a wrap. So I want you guys to take care of yourselves, take care of each other's, maintain your relationships, get that tune-up, get that oil change on your lives if that's what you need to do, your relationships, all of that. Just make sure you are taking care of the things that you need to take care of. The cheat doesn't have to go left. And you don't have to leave because somebody cheated. You have to think about your level of enough. My level may not be as, my tolerance level is not as high as other people's. I know what that hurt feels like. It feels like a punch in the gut. I don't like that. My gut a little sensitive. I had 3 C-sections. I don't like the way that feels. So I want you guys to know and to understand and to appreciate one another. And understand your level, your tolerance level. Understand what a cheat does to you, what it feels like to you. Can we get past this? Can we work with this? I'll never forget it, but can I forgive you for this? If you can, do the work. If you cannot, heal, recover, go on with your life. Don't blame other people for that last person's mistake. Don't blame yourself for that last person's mistake unless you know firsthand that you are a reason or you had a strong hand in that mistake. But don't stop your life. Do not stop your life. Everybody is different. If you want to love hard, love hard. That's your business. If you want to love gently, love gently. If you want to be scared, go somewhere and sit down because you're not ready for it. Marriage is work. Relationship is work. Any type of friendship. Hell, all the ships are work. Figure out which one is the most meaningful to you. If a cheat is something that you can't handle, remove yourself from the situation. If a cheat is something you just seem like you can't get past, remove yourself from the situation. But by no means do you continue to harbor on it. Do you continue to beat that person over the head about it? If you can't get past it, get gone. It will save you a lot of heartache and a lot of upset and all that in the long run. But if you feel like you are strong enough and if you feel like it is worth it, fight till the very end. You have to fight until the very end. You have to, and it's not one-sided. It has to take both of you. So be prepared to do the work. Be prepared to understand what comes along with that. Pace yourselves. It's possible. Again, I'm your niche coach, Alicia Lester Brima. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Press subscribe. Click the button. If you got to sign in to make it valid, do that. Don't walk away. Don't scroll away. Click. Before you go get on Facebook, Click subscribe so you don't miss any of this goodness. I thank you so much. I'm going to continue to get my shit together, and I'm going to continue to help you guys get your shit together. I appreciate you all. I thank you all. Look me up on social media, Alicia Lester Bryma, niche coach, Instagram, author Alicia Lester. Check out my website, niche-coach.com. I appreciate you. If you're looking for some coaching, I got you. I coach the 3 Ps, the person, the professional, and the parent. I thank you all. Thank you so much. Have a great day.